Hey YouTube, it's Jamie Nyson here with another video, and I'm going to be doing a review of Nature Boy Ric Flair, the definitive collection, and the nice gold writing, and his gold robe, and classic Ric Flair picture. There's his side. Whoa! He's the most decorated champion in the history of sports entertainment for over 30 years. Ric Flair has been the man. Nature Boy Ric Flair, the definitive collection, takes a look back at the spectacular legacy of this 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. From his early training in AWA through the plane crash that nearly ended his life, through the NWA World Heavyweight Championships, the reign of the Four Horsemen, the backstage battles at WCW, his triumphant return to WWE, his entire historic career is covered with special, never-before-seen footage from the emotional WrestleMania 24 weekend that featured his induction into the WWE Hall of Fame in his final match. With more than 8 hours of matches, interviews, and biographical footage, Nature Boy Ric Flair Definitive Collection is a must-have 3-disc set for all sports entertainment fans. Woo! And you got him with his awesome robe from WrestleMania 24. And, yeah, let's open this up. There he is with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Looks like Triple H in a cage. Him with the NWA belt. Him and Shawn Michaels. There's him again. Him and it looks like $1 Million Man or somebody. Can't tell. Doesn't show their face. And then there's a disc. Looks awesome. With the same design as the front. Except disc 1, disc 2, disc 3. Come on, guys, make different arts for each disc, even something little. But yeah, let me move some stuff real quick. I can sit on the bed under the light. Chapters on the documentary, beginnings, just the intro and him getting into AWA and starting out in NWA. The Nature Boy talks about him getting the name. Traveling champion talks about him getting the NWA title and traveling a lot now, and traveling from territory to territory. Slick Rick, pretty much, I don't really remember what that one was. I think that's just talking about his nickname again. The role of a champion, it talks about how hard it was to be champion, and you had to be there on time, and they had to be able to trust you, and you had to be voted on by the board of the NWA committee, and you had to put like a $20,000 down payment, so if you lost or damaged the belt, they would get your money, but once you lost the belt and returned it, you would get your money back. The clash with Sting, talks about him and Sting fighting. Slang the Dragon, him and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Hardcore with Terry Funk, talks about the I Quit match. Or not I Quit, maybe it might have been I Quit. It was some kind of hardcore match at like Clash of Champions. From Crockett to WCW, talks about when it changed from NWA to WCW. The World Champion, it talks about him going to WWF and being the champ and saying he's the real World Champion, and then blurring out the big gold. One sort of like the one that they have now for the World Heavyweight Champion. Troubles in WCW, don't really remember what that one was. Success in WWE, talks about, I guess, him coming back and stuff. Evolution, it talks about evolution and them rising and then them falling. And then WrestleMania 24 weekend, farewell to Ric Flair, or WrestleMania 24 weekend, and talks about him getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, losing to Shawn, and then having the tribute night or whatever, and then the stories, too many distractions, don't really remember that. Buying boots, just talking about him buying really expensive like alligator boots and stuff like that. Bleaching his hair, hanging with the Outlaws, don't even remember all this stuff. Rick's relationship with the members of Evolution. Key to the City, that's when he got the key to like Charlotte or something like that, North Carolina. 3/24/08, and then the tribute video. Alright, on to the matches. Documentary was great, awesome documentary. This man deserved it for all he's done. Really good to watch, fun to watch, awesome, and then at the end it gets sad because he retires. But, yeah, on to the matches. Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling 8/18/82. Hey, that's my birthday. Jack Briscoe versus Ric Flair. World Class Championship Wrestling 8/24/82. That's like 6 days later after the first match. 2 out of 3 falls for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Kerry Von Erich versus Ric Flair. Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling 8/31/83. NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, Ric Flair versus Harley Race. Worldwide Wrestling 12/15/85. Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and Ole Anderson versus Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, and Manny Fernandez. Clash of Champions 3/27/88. I think that's the first one. Might not have been the first one, I don't know. I don't remember. NWA, I think it is the first one. NWA Championship match with Sting versus Ric Flair. Great American Bash 7/23/89. NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, Ric Flair versus Terry Funk. On to disc 3. Madison Square Garden, Ric Flair versus Roddy Piper. Spring Stampede 4/17/94. WCW Championship, Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat. Taboo Tuesday 11/1/05. Steel Cage match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, Triple H versus Ric Flair. And WrestleMania 24 3/30/08. Career threatening match, Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels. Special features: Ric Flair farewell address 3/31/08, and it just has like the whole show, and then not really the whole show, but the whole segment of Ric Flair when all of the Four Horsemen and all Ricky Steamboat and Harley Race and Batista and all those people came out. Triple H. Promos: limousine riding, jet flying, styling and profiling. NWA World Heavyweight Championship Wrestling, or World Championship Wrestling 5/25/85. Take a ride on Space Mountain. NWA World Championship Wrestling 6/22/85. The Boss, NWA World Championship Wrestling 8/17/85. Slick Rick, NWA World Championship Wrestling 9/7/85. Real Men Stay Up, NWA World Championship Wrestling 9/21/85. What's causing all this? NWA World Heavyweight, or not World Heavyweight, World Championship Wrestling 12/20/85. Space Mountainettes, NWA World Heavyweight Championship Wrestling, gosh, I keep saying World Heavyweight Championship for some reason. World Championship Wrestling 4/7/87. Golden Spoon, NWA World Championship Wrestling 11/13/87. The matches are good, or they're really good, but I'm not the biggest fan of the long matches. I like the ones that are not too long and pretty fast paced, but his matches are good, not gonna lie. But I'm not the biggest fan of old wrestling like the 80s and early 90s and stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. But the documentary is awesome. The matches are good. Overall, I'm gonna give this DVD an 8.5 out of 10. Not the biggest fan of the matches, but the documentary was awesome. The promos and stuff were awesome, and the matches were good, but I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I do like him and respect him as a wrestler. And yeah, that's my review of Nature Boy Ric Flair, the definitive collection, and that's about it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.